Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mountaineer Bushcraft and Survival Systems. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there watching. I hope you and your family have a very good time. Today, we're going to do an outhouse review of the Milwaukee Tradesmen 4-inch fixed blade knife. So stay tuned and I'll get the camera set up for you and we'll get down on the stump top and see if she can craft bushes. All right, guys. As I said in the beginning, this is Milwaukee Tradesmen 4-inch fixed blade knife. Not a whole lot listed about it. That's all I can tell you. It's made out of stainless steel. It's got a 4-inch blade on it. Hard plastic polymer handle. It's decently comfortable. It's not very thick. Actually, as you can see, it's quite thin. But the question of the video is, will it make a decent backup knife to carry in your pack? So we're going to do a little bit of test with it, see how she holds up. Now, I've owned this one for maybe, I like to say 3 years now. Haven't done a whole lot with it. I've done some minor whittling tasks with it. It held up fine for that. Come pretty decently sharp, I'll actually have to admit. This is a piece of pine, fairly well seasoned. It's actually quite hard from where it's been dried for so long. So that does make feather stick quite decent. Here's another hunk of old dried, gnarled up piece of pine. And we'll just start hogging off some pieces here, see how she holds up to that. Try to keep her in frame for you here. Not too bad. All right. Still shaves after that much abuse, so let's see if she will baton for us. Now it's got somewhat of a hollow grind to it. It's going to be hard to see on camera, but she ain't made for splitting wood, so if it does at all, we'll call it a win. This is meant to be a more of a utility knife. So let's bring the camera up a little bit so we can see the beginning of that. We're just going to go something nice and small, not too big. That's pretty reasonable for this type of knife. So, oh man, we'll get her batting. Pretty nasty, gnarly, naughty spot right there where it sheared off of, but it split that fine. We'll go to something even a little more ugly. That's it. One great big massive knot right there. So if it doesn't get through that, I'm not going to be upset about that because she's not made for that. Top part's quite a bit thinner. So I want to start up here. We're going to work our way down to you there. Like I said, I don't expect this to get through all that, but we'll see what she can do. And if she breaks on me, then this wasn't meant to be. It's about a $25, $30 knife right now. Usually get them at hardware stores. I picked this one up at our local Ace Hardware, so if it does break, I'm not out a fortune. Wow, it actually split that. Okay, nice. Honestly, wasn't expecting that. Scuffed up the blade, but you know, it's stainless steel. That come right out of it. Let's get her in the wood a little bit more. So like I said, I've not done nothing major with this knife, and I kind of want to get a better idea of its edge retention. Well, she's giving this piece of wood the business. All right. Anybody want to make any bets whether she'll still shave hair right now or not? I want to bet that it will. So, oh yeah. Not bad. Now, it does not have a 90-degree spine, unfortunately. So, I cannot make any kind of sparks. This back piece here for a lanyard hole, however, has the potential. If you want to take a file or if you have a belt grinder, I'd say you could make this, or at least sections of that, a 90-degree. And it would, I haven't done that yet, but it does fit that quite well to strike off a ferrocerium rod. So, a little bit of a project you can do to make the knife a little more useful to you. But that's not bad. So, I don't know exactly this. Like I said, it was only listed as stainless steel. I have to assume it's 440. It has a very hard temper. And with my experience, very, very cold weather, that's where your very hard knife steels are in danger of chipping and breaking. I can't say that this would hold up great in freezing and below temperatures for a prolonged period and attempting to abuse it. Now, let's say you just kept this in your pack as a emergency backup or just a companion blade. I think it'd be great for that. Processing food. It's a somewhat of a hollow grind. It has a very sharp edge and it's holding an edge well. I think it'd do great for food processing. Easy to clean. Nowhere for food particles to get stuck and get all nasty and gummy on it. It'd be quite easy to clean the blade up. Now the sheath has a lot to be desired, but it's a budget knife. It's just a simple hard plastic belt loop clip. I don't really like these when they're made like that, but a real quick way to fix that is simply to take a zip tie, a small zip tie, zip it around there. It's got that lip to help hold the zip tie from slipping off. Then you could actually just thread that through your belt. Less likely, it'll get grabbed and pulled off. A little bit of rattle in it, but it's well secured. Is that other than modifying that for me personally? I think you could definitely use this as a backup blade. I said it's not fancy. It's definitely not an expensive blade, but I definitely wouldn't be afraid to keep that in my pack for an emergency backup, kind of like you would like a worh, something of that nature. It's in the same price line. But, if you're not necessarily digging this, then, a mower would be pretty good secondary choice, obviously. So, but if you want something local, you can just usually drive to a hardware store and get a hold of. There you go. The Milwaukee Tradesman knife. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching the video. Hopefully it was informative. So you can, in fact, go budget and get some somewhat useful bushcraft gear, emergency survival gear, however you want to terminology, differs for everybody. With that, I thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Like I said in the beginning of the video, have a happy Thanksgiving, you and your family and loved ones, friends. And I'll see you all in the next video.